Hello YouTube and hello humans. I wanted to talk to you about a couple of things that a lot of my friends and myself have been feeling during this lockdown, and it kind of stems from what we generally do on a day-to-day basis. We all have jobs, we all have things to do, we have careers, we have a life to live, we have friends, we have family. But now we're in this lockdown, we're all thinking, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with my time. I'm going to become a martial arts guru. I'm going to become the best writer, author there's ever been. I'm going to finally finish that book. Or, you know what, I've got some spare wood lying around in the garden. I'm going to build some shit. But that never materializes. It doesn't materialize, and that's the issue that a lot of people are having in this time during lockdown, during the whole quarantine period. You're sitting and suffocating in your own home. You are almost left to your own thoughts and your own feelings, and those start to consume you, and those start to really drown out what it means to be alone and isolated and stuff. You've got too much on your mind, too much to think about. You want to do too much with your time. I read a really interesting article just recently. It was by the New York Times, and it was about the urge you have to be overproductive or productive with your time during lockdown. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but putting pressure on yourself is the bad thing. There's nothing bad in being about productive, but don't put so much pressure on yourself for being productive. Yes, okay, you've got some more time, you've got loads of time. Like, some people are working from home, which is great. You know, you guys can still kind of stick to your routine. You've still kind of got things to do. People like myself, in my line of work, I can't work from home. It's impossible. So what do? I'm left to my own thoughts and my own feelings. So I've gone mental. I've tried so many things during this time, during this lockdown, just try and explore the creative things that I've always wanted to do. I've tried to explore the more sort of hands-on practical skills. So the point of this is I'm gonna try and narrow down five things that you shouldn't fall victim to in this time. There are things not to do, 5 things to avoid doing, and sort of by the end of that I'll probably sum up with you guys what to do and sort of like a best practice of how to sort of behave during this time of total isolation and not knowing what to do. Just before I get into that, I do want to point out thank you so much for the assistance that our health services are providing in this time. Massive applause. You are really the essential workers. You are really the heroes. So carry on doing what you're doing, and hopefully we'll come out the better side of this pandemic. So thanks again. Right, okay, so thing to do or thing to avoid doing. Number 1 is don't overcommit to your daily duties. Now what I mean by that is I know a lot of people are doing like lists. A lot of people are like writing stuff out. I'm going to do this today, I'm going to do that today, I'm going to do that today. When you realize you have so much time, you think, okay, I'm going to do everything. I'm going to wash the dishes, and I'm going to wash the dog, and then I'm going to mow the lawn, and then I'm going to wipe down the windows. That's too much stuff to commit to doing within one day, because first of all, you're using up all of your time, and that is basically your entire however many hours you're awake in a day. What is it? 10, 12, 14, 16? Depends. I don't know. How long do you sleep? Do you sleep like a log? Do you sleep like a vampire? Are you nocturnal? I don't know. But do not overcommit. Stick to 1, 2, maybe 3 decent tasks, responsibilities throughout that day, and do them properly. Don't feel like you have to rush through them, because you've got loads of time on your hands. Drag them out, do them properly from start to finish. If you're going to wash the dog, make sure that dog comes out looking like, I don't know, but looking fresh, fresh AF. And if you're going to mow the lawn, trim the edges, go into clipping the bushes or something like that. Just make sure that whole job is done completely, and that will use more of your time. So just don't overcommit. I think that is rule number one. Do not overcommit to your daily responsibilities. You've got a lot of time. Putting that much pressure on yourself will make you, in turn, is going to be unproductive. You're going to feel like, I've got so much stuff to do today. I've not eaten yet. I've not done this yet. I've not had a shower. To be honest, there are some people out there that aren't showering for 2-3 days. You guys are nasty. You're nasty. And then, number two, do what you have always wanted to do. And what I mean by that is, like, don't go out and do anything stupid or reckless or anything like that. Or, you know, what I mean is, if you have a particular dream or you've had something in your mind to say, you know what, I've never tested if I can do this. I've never seen if I can write this particular style, or I've never seen if I can play a guitar. Start doing that one thing. One thing, very important, just one thing. In the past, however many weeks it's been, I think it's been about 4 or 5 weeks that I've been on lockdown, I have genuinely learned how to play a guitar. Not great at all, but I've done it, and that was my one goal, because I had a guitar and it's sitting right there. But I did it. And the point is, stick to that one thing, because if you don't, you'll start to say, oh, I've always wanted to do this, I've always wanted to do that, I've always wanted to do that. And you'll think, okay, I'm going to do everything. But you never end up doing anything. You'll end up doing maybe 1-2 things at max, half as good as you could have done if it was just that one thing. And I know this type of mantra translates to a lot of stuff outside of lockdown. Yeah, just don't overcommit. Don't overcommit to what your ultimate goals are. Just stick to that one. Make sure you do it properly, but do something that you've never been able to do because of your work-life balance, or because of what career path you're on. Maybe open up a few doors. Maybe if you're in a particular type of finance field, or you're in a finance sector, do something creative. If you wanted to be an artist, start drawing some stuff. Just open up another door for yourself, because you never know, you might be really good at it and you might open up to another income stream. You might be able to sell your artwork on the side. You might become really good at it that you can do it after your 9-to-5 job. You know, at the end of your day, you come home, do a quick canvas, done. Make it, in about a couple of hours, and then upload it on wherever, Etsy, don't know, eBay, auction it off, whatever. You know, ideas. But yeah. So number 3, and this one's important. Relax as much as you can, because you're never going to get this time again. To be honest, you're never going to get this much freedom outside of your 9-to-5 career work. I mean, a lot of you that are working from home, yeah, okay, you're confined to your home and you're doing your work from home, but at the end of the day, you're still at home. You're still able to do whatever without someone breathing down your neck. You don't have to put on a smile or anything like that. Just relax, enjoy this time, because like I said, it's not going to come around that often. And if you have that one moment to enjoy with your friends or your family on Skype or whatever it is, do it, because a lot of people are saying to me, oh, there are people who are contacting me that haven't spoken to me in years. Like, screw them, I don't want to talk to them. You only talk to me when you've got the time, otherwise you don't talk to me. Well, that's the whole point. We all live busy lives. We all live such busy lives that we can't actually contact every single person in our phone book. Although we'd want to. Who doesn't want to be? Okay, yeah, there are introverts and extroverts, but there is always some sort of balance between, yeah, I want some friends around me, I want people, acquaintances, whatever it may be. But you do want to be around those people, or just talk to them, catch up. So do that, relax, speak to every friends and family you can, play some Xbox, do a barbecue in your own back garden, don't go outside in the park anywhere. But yeah, relax, you've got this time, enjoy it, make the most of it. Like I said, in steps 1 and 2, take up hobbies, take up things that you've never done before, because you probably won't get the chance to do it again. Number 4, now, I fell into the trap of my sleeping pattern getting messed up. I've got nothing to wake up for. So I thought, screw it, I'm just gonna sleep in. But every day I wake up lethargic, tired, I don't want to get out of bed. Try and stick to a normal sleeping routine, because the moment you go back to work, you are screwed. No one gets 4, 5, 6 weeks off. Some of you might do, most of you probably don't. And if you fall into a bad sleeping pattern, you are falling into a trap of relying on too much sleep. So once you go back to work, you will be tired, you will be drained by the time you finish your 9 to 5 job. Make a proper sleeping schedule. Make use of the time and the amount of effort that you're putting into a day. Make use of it, because if you wake up at your normal 6:30, 7 o'clock, you will have a lot more to do in the morning. You'll do a lot more. You'll feel a lot more relaxed. You'll feel energized. You'll have time for a workout. All of those things. So yeah, don't fall into the trap of sleeping too long. I know them dreams be good, you know, but don't do it. Don't do it. And finally, number 5, don't go out. Simple as that. I know you're tempted. I know you are tempted to go out, and I know you look outside your window, just as I did right now. I'm looking outside my bedroom window, and I'm thinking, I just want to go outside. I live in front of a park. That's how tempting it is. I live in front of a nice, green, luscious landscape with the sun beating down on the green leaves of the tree, and I can't do jack. Don't go out, because there is so much that you are tempted to do when you go out. You think, oh, I want to go out and do this, I want to go out and do that. Stay indoors, obviously, as the government has instructed, but also do what you said to yourself that you would do. Do the things that you have created on your daily list, and stick to that. And then that will be it, to be honest. But yeah, that is my 5 things to do/avoid during lockdown. And I'm sure you guys will have your own suggestions and your own ideas or own things that you're doing. Let me know if there's something unique. I will talk about it. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that that's what I'm doing here. Probably the best way to go about things right now. I know there's a lot of people anxious out there, wondering what to do with their time and how to be productive with it. Just don't put too much pressure on yourself, guys, in a nutshell. And if you can, do something and do it properly. I think that's the main thing to take away from this. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do what you can. And I'll be back with the next one. Peace.